Hi, I'm here today to show you some ideas for embellishments and decorations to add to your invitation kits once you finish them. We actually have a craft supply store for people who do making their own cards, making their own scrapbooks, and we've a couple of thousand different things that we sell on there, a really huge range of stock. So what we do with DIY Wedding is we have a small subsection, a section of that stock that suits the invitations that we have on the site and is used by an awful lot of brides just to add that finishing touch to your invitations. So today I'm going to keep it fairly simple. I'm going to do a quick example of using diamantes on the wedding invitations, a simple kind of bow you can use that we already support in our pocket fold range, can be used for other ranges as well, and just the addition of some flowers to the pocket fold range as well. So to start with, I'm just going to start with some couple of different diamantes that you can use. We sell them in gold, silver, black, pink, blue. We sell them in a lot of different colours and different sizes as well, different shapes. I've got some heart ones here which you can use as well. I've got some gold ones there. But to keep it nice and simple, I'm just going to use one of these larger silver or clear self-adhesive diamantes to put on one of the invitations as on the pocket fold. Here's an example of one of our very popular pocket folds that we do in DIY Wedding. So I'm just going to put that on the flap, the little point of the flap. It's really cute because it creates the illusion of being like a little button on your pocket fold. So that's just what that looks like there. Another example of using the diamantes inside. One idea you can do is if you've got some small diamantes, they can look very cute if you just do 1, 2, 3 on a corner and the same on the opposite corner. For a little touch like those, the smallest diamantes that you can find, let's say just a few millimeters across, again we do sell them in strips and different other ways of buying them, can really make a lovely little effect there. Also on some of our invitations we have what you can see here is like a line divider, which is kind of a more modern twist to add to the page. And right in the centre of that line divider that we've chosen is a little place perfect for a tiny little diamante embellishment to go onto. So I have some small ones that are here and they're self-adhesive. Now sometimes these are best used with a tweezer, but for today I'm going to brave this out. See if I can just do it with my fingers. So we just push it onto the very middle of that line. If you can see it there. It just creates a lovely little feature and a little finishing touch to your invitation. So that's just a couple of simple ways to use diamantes to really, as I say, create that lovely handmade finish and a very professional looking touch to your invitation. For the next invitation, got another pocket fold here. This time it's in black pearlescent. We do these pocket folds in about 15 different colours, but we also take orders for additional colours if we don't have them regularly in stock. Now, on our Carol Craft Supply site we have so many different kinds of paper flowers you wouldn't even believe. Different colours, different sizes. There's some pink small roses. These would be medium red paper roses. We have some pink and white rose buds. We have some daisies you can see there. Some smaller red rosebuds. For today's embellishment I'm going to use some purple, kind of long stemmed, medium sized paper roses. So what I do before I stick them on, sometimes these come in a pack and they'll often have the wire a bit twisted up and that kind of thing. Just get your nail and your finger together and pull them along the length of the rose. As you do that, it kind of gradually goes into a slightly curved shape, which actually works really well on the invitation, so it's good to have that and leave it like that. Next thing to do is just to sort of bend the rose so that it's in line with the curve of the wire and press it down a bit with your finger, with your thumb, to make it a little bit less 3D and just squash it down a bit there. Now what we recommend for sticking on most kinds of embellishments are these glue dots, which I've mentioned in other videos as well. They're just little discs about 10 millimeters across of clear glue, and they're quite tacky and they're good for adhering most embellishments onto the invitations. So if you just get one of those and squish it onto the back of the rose, Then peel away the backing paper. Use your fingernail to keep the glue on the rose if you need to make sure it doesn't come away with the backing paper. Sometimes that can happen. So there we go. It's a flower with a little bit of glue on the back from our glue dot. And then take your invitation and press that down at the top there. That's the first one. I'm going to do the same with the second one. So the stem on this one is in pretty good shape already. It doesn't really need that much adjusting. Bend up the flower and squash it down a bit with my fingers. Get another glue dot and stick that glue dot all over the back of the head of the flower. And peel the backing away. And I tend to do the roses just a little bit scattered, or staggered rather, so that you've got one kind of on top of the other, and it makes a nice line, the two flowers together for the invitation. And just use that as a colour coordinating embellishment. You may, depending on what your bridesmaids are wearing or what colour scheme you've chosen, we probably have a flower that will suit you, just to add on an extra little idea for your invite. Now last but not least is, as you can actually use these as a kind of button for the front of your invitation as well, where the diamante went before. So just chop off that wire, get another glue dot. You might be seeing a trend here. Stick the glue dot on the back of the head of the flower. This one's a bit sticky. And press that down on the front of the invitation. To make another little colour coordinating button. Okay, so that's just another idea of something that you can do with the flowers. As well as roses, we also stock a huge range of lilies, calla lilies, we do sunflowers, we do large daisies, all sorts of stuff. So that's invite number 2. For the third one, I'm just going to show you how to make a very simple faux bow to go on to an invitation I have here. So included in the DIY Pocket Fold kit is a strip of ribbon for making a bow like the one I'm about to do now. You just need about 20 centimeters of ribbon, probably a little bit less even. And all you do is you tie a single simple knot in that ribbon and gently pull it closed. Just like that. And this is actually what makes our ribbon bow shape. Next thing you do is you take sharp scissors and cut the ribbon diagonally about 1 inch to 1.5 inches away from the knot. So what you end up is this, which looks just like a little bow, but without all the fiddliness and awkwardness of actually trying to create the perfect bow yourself. And make sure that it's tight enough to be secure, doesn't feel like it's going to loosen. And then take another glue dot and stick it to the back of the bow. Hold it down and stick it onto your invitation. That's what it looks like. And it's just another lovely little finish that you can do to just have that little handmade touch added to your invitations. So that's that for this video session. If you have any questions, queries or feedback to give us, you can send it all to info@diywedding.ie. I hope these are good, and if you've got any ideas yourselves that you'd like to share back with us, drop us a line. Thank you.